Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Entertainment Now, where we dive into the weird and wild world of human behavior. Today's story will make you question everything you thought you knew about trespassing, squatting, and one man's desperate attempt to take back his home. Imagine buying a new home, knowing it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's yours. You're expecting to move in slowly while you work on the house, but when you make your way to your new-to-you home, someone is already living there. Sounds like a scene from a bad horror movie, right? Well, for Marco Velasquez, this was his reality. Velasquez had been trying to sell his vacant home in Illinois, but when he finally made it to the property, he found that he wasn't alone. The police told him that the people who moved into his home unlawfully couldn't be forced out because, under current law, squatters have rights. It's unclear if they were scammed or aware the property was not legally theirs, but the mortgage company listed did not exist. Now you might think this is just a typical case of trespassing, but there's more to it than meets the eye. The couple living in Velasquez's home demanded $8,000 from him for them to leave. Can you believe that? It's like they were running a bed-and-breakfast in someone else's house without permission. But Velasquez wasn't having it. He decided to take matters into his own hands and move in with his wife and some friends, bringing air mattresses and blankets determined to tire out the squatters. Sounds like a wild card move, right? But Velasquez was serious. He wanted them to leave. So he called up some friends to stay overnight and make it clear that they weren't welcome. However, it quickly became apparent that the illegal tenants were not planning on moving anytime soon. In fact, they demanded $8,000 from him for their departure. Velasquez knew this wasn't safe, so instead of waiting them out, he decided to negotiate with the couple to get them out of his house. After some tense negotiations, he managed to pay the couple $4,300 to leave. But here's the kicker. Shortly after they moved out, Velasquez learned that the woman had a history of squatting in someone else's home. He's now hoping to bring charges against her and her partner for breaking into his property. It's a wild case that raises so many questions about trespassing laws and who gets to decide what happens to someone else's home. So, what's the takeaway from this story? Well, it's clear that some people will stop at nothing to get what they want, even if it means invading someone else's property. But for Velasquez, it was a matter of taking back his home and standing up to the squatters. And in the end, he came out on top. It's just another reminder that sometimes you have to think outside the box to get what you want. Thanks for tuning in to Entertainment Now, where we explore the weird and wild world of human behavior. Until next time, stay entertained.